everyone, this is Teacher Joker from Wachukacher School. I am teaching under the English program and also I am the homeroom teacher of grade 5/1. Okay class, today is Friday and the date for today is 16th of July 2021. Our subject for today is English and today we are going to do your activity about Oxford and Cambridge, and also we're going to review about gadgets. Okay class, so we're now going to start our lesson for today. So like as what I've said a while ago, we are going to do an activity about Oxford and Cambridge, and also we're going to answer an activity about electronic gadgets. Okay, so let's proceed. So for your first activity on page 12 on your workbook, you're going to write a sentence using the adverbs of frequency: always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. So look and write sentences. These are the things that Rosa does on Saturday. So we have an example in number 1, which says Rosa always uses a computer on Saturday. The adverb is always because in the picture, the computer is in the column of always. Okay? So next example, Rosa usually uses a book on Saturday. Why usually? Because in the column of usually there's a book. So that's about your first activity. And for your next activity, please open your student's book on page 8 and read first this dialogue. Okay, read first this dialogue because on your next activity you will be needing this one. So I'm going to read it first. I usually use my tablet to read the newspaper. I always use my mobile phone to call my friends. I never use a laptop. I sometimes use a digital camera. I often use my headphones. I never use a calculator to do maths. So that's the dialogue of Zach. Now let's have the dialogue of Lucy. I usually use my laptop to write emails. I sometimes use my tablet or my mobile phone to send messages. I often listen to music on my MP3 player. I always use my headphones. I never use a stopwatch in the gym. So that is the dialogue of Lucy. So we had two dialogues there, dialogue of Zach and Lucy. So read this first before answering the next activity. Okay? So let's proceed. For your next activity class, which is on page 13, you're going to write a question about the dialogue of Zach and Lucy that I've read a while ago, which is on page 8 on your student's book. And then after, you're going to answer at the same time. So for example here, in number 1, does Lucy use headphones? Does Lucy use headphones? Go back on page 8 on your student's book and then check if Lucy used headphones. If yes, you're going to write there, yes, she always does. But if she never use or don't use headphones, then write, no, she never does. Okay? So number 2, let's have Zach. Does Zach use laptop? Okay, why is it laptop? Because the picture over there is a laptop. Okay? Does Zach use laptop? Go back on page 8 on your student's book and check if Zach use laptop. If no, write there, no, he never does. But if yes, write, yes, he always does. Understand? Okay, so you proceed to number 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then write the questions about the gadgets and then answer at the same time. Your basis here is on page 8 on your student's book, the one that I read a while ago. Okay, so this is your activity 2. Now let's proceed to your activity 3. So this is your last activity for today class. So the same is on page 13. wherein you're going to read and write the answers. See student's book on page 10. Okay, so number 1, what's the capital of England? What's the capital of England? The capital of England is London. Okay, the capital of England is London. Okay, how about Thailand? What is the capital of Thailand? It's Bangkok. Okay, the capital of Thailand is Bangkok. Okay, and the capital of England is London. Number 2, who is on every English stamp? It's the Queen. Okay, it's the Queen. In Thailand, it's the royal families. It's the king and the following royal families. Number 3, what color are English post boxes? It's color red. Okay, it's color red. Number 4, what's the name of the river in London? It's called the Thames River. Okay, it's called the Thames River. Number 5, what's the favorite food of England? Oh, it's fish and chips. Therefore, the favorite food of England is fish and chips. Number 6, what's the most popular country for a holiday? It's France. Okay, France is the most popular country for a holiday. Okay, so that's all for your activity for today. So please write the answers on page 13 on your workbook. Okay, so you got 3 activities for today. Understand? So I hope everything is clear, class. But if in case you have more questions on how to do your activity, please message me again in line, same as what you do before. So thank you, class, for listening, and see you again next time.